What's up, people? Joe Winko here, your favorite Hawaiian guy, and this video is going to be my review on episode 2 of the AMC series Fear the Walking Dead. Let's get this party started. Okay, so spoiler alert if you're not caught up with Fear the Walking Dead or if you haven't been following it at all. They're actually going to be re-airing this episode along with the first episode tonight on AMC. So if you haven't watched those yet, you can watch them on AMC. But yeah, spoiler alert if you haven't seen episode 2 of The Walking Dead or episode 1 of The Walking Dead, because I'll be talking about episode 2 of The Walking Dead in this video. So, this episode was titled So Close Yet So Far, and it starts out with one of the main characters, Alicia. It starts out with her walking down the street. She's trying to find her boyfriend Matt because she was supposed to meet him at the beach, but he never showed up. She finally arrives at Matt's house and she just walks right inside because the door's unlocked and everything. But when she walks inside, she finds Matt on the floor with a high temperature. He's sick. Eventually, Alicia calls her parents, Maddie and Travis. They show up at the house and they find out that they're trying to tell Alicia to stay away from Matt because they don't want her to get sick at all. But the reason why Matt's really sick is because he was actually bitten by a zombie. And they show the bite wound and everything, and right away you know he's gonna die, obviously. And it was really sad and like really eerie and morbid when Alicia was saying goodbye to Matt for the last time, because they had this like morbid music playing in the background and she was saying I love you and he was saying I love you too, and he was pointing to the tattoo that he drew on the inside of her wrist. And I just thought that was really touching and really sad because you knew he was going to die and everything, and that was the last time she was going to ever see him alive. So then they leave him, and Maddie takes Alicia back to Maddie's house, back to Alicia and Maddie's house where they live with Nick, and she's staying with Nick. And Nick is having really intense withdrawal symptoms from the drugs he was using. And if he wasn't a main character, I'd be guessing that he would die next. So what Maddie does is she goes to the school to get Nick's medicine for his medication for his withdrawal symptoms, to help treat his withdrawal symptoms. I don't know why they're keeping that at the local high school, but she goes there anyway. While she's there, the whole high school is completely quiet. Well, obviously, because no one's there at all. She finds Tobias, and he shows up and he asks her for his knife back because Tobias wants his knife back. So she gives him his knife back, and eventually what happens is Tobias knows that there's going to be a zombie apocalypse. He knows that something's wrong, but he doesn't really know how to kill the zombies at all, and I'm going to get to that right now because what happens is Maddie and Tobias, while they're walking through the hallways, they come across this guy named Art who was in the first episode, but he was bitten by a zombie and he was crawling towards them and he was going to bite them. Maddie was trying to talk to him and was trying to say, Art, we can get you some help, please. But then he tried biting her, but then Tobias stepped in and he started stabbing Art in the chest. And you can't kill a zombie by stabbing it in the chest. You have to stab it in the head. And it doesn't seem like Tobias knows that, obviously. So then Art attacks Tobias. Tobias drops the knife. Art tries to bite Tobias, but right before he can, Maddie comes in and smashes his head in with a fire extinguisher, and I thought that was pretty gruesome, but it was interesting though. Then afterwards, Maddie drives Tobias home, and she says, Tobias, you can come with us if you want to, and Tobias says he'll be fine. And I really think that Tobias will survive the series. He's going to have to catch on to killing the zombies, though. But I really think Tobias will survive the series. I think he's going to catch on to killing the zombies. He's going to know that he has to take shots to the head, stab them in the head. It takes a headshot to kill the zombies. So he's definitely going to learn that if he hasn't already, which most likely he probably has. So meanwhile, while this is all going on, Alicia is staying with Nick at their house. Nick ends up having a seizure from his withdrawal symptoms, and it doesn't look very good, to be honest with you. But also, Travis, his son, is in downtown Los Angeles, and the people are rioting because the police officer shot this one homeless guy who was a zombie who was attacking all of them. But none of the general population seemed to understand that the homeless guy was a zombie and the police officers had to kill them. So they all start protesting and rioting. Then things just start eventually getting way out of hand. More zombies start showing up, and Chris is there. Chris is Travis's son from his ex-wife, and he's filming the whole rioting and everything, and watching everything go down. So then, Travis and Lisa, they go to get Chris from downtown LA. Lisa is Travis's ex-wife. They go to downtown LA to rescue Chris and get him out of there because they think he's in danger. And things just start getting really intense. People start rioting, the police and guards start getting called in, the zombies start coming up. One thing that stood out to me the most was this one zombie that this female police officer killed. Just the way she was walking and the way she was moving in slow motion and how she died. It was just so eerie and everything. And also what stood out to me was how colorful her hair was. That's my autism mind. I'm sensitive to that kind of stuff. And I looked it up on the wiki site. The girl who played that zombie, her name was Stormy Ent. Stormy Ent, E-N-T. The girl who played that zombie. Even though she was only on screen for like a few seconds during screen time, I thought she did a really good job, so she deserves a shout out in this video. So shout out to Stormy Ent. I'll try tweeting this video to her. Hopefully she gets it and shares it for my sake. But yeah, that stood out to me the most. And then what happens is Travis, his son Chris, and his ex-wife Leisha, they hide in this barber shop, what appears to be a barber shop, because everything's going crazy outside in the city. They hide in this barber shop owned by this Latino family. And the episode ends with this Latino girl praying while all this bad stuff is going on in the city. And it looks really intense. And I'm really excited for episode 3. Unfortunately, they will not be posting it this Sunday. They're not going to be posting it until Sunday, September 13th. So I have to wait a whole nother week for it. But so far, Fear the Walking Dead is going good. I knew it would eventually pick up its pace, because the last episode was really boring and wasn't moving fast enough and it was going by too slow. But now we're starting to see more zombies, we're starting to see more action, we're starting to see more brutality, especially in this episode. And that's what we all want to see. We don't want them to focus on the dysfunctional family. We're not here to watch the Brady Bunch or a Lifetime movie. So yeah, that's my opinion on episode 2 of Fear the Walking Dead. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Please make sure to comment, share your thoughts. What stood out to you in Fear the Walking Dead? Please let me know. What do you think will happen next? And did that scene with the zombie with the colorful hair with Stormy Ent, did that scene stand out to you? Please let me know in the comments, and please let me know what you think. Because that's the whole point of my videos, is to start a conversation with you guys. So that's basically it. So don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and also don't forget to subscribe to my main channel, Winko567. I'll have a link to that. Just click the eye on one of the corners of my screen. I'm not sure which side corner it'll be on. And don't forget to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe to both my channels. And that's it. So, peace out, people.